Okay, let's look at the homework 4.2, 4.3, number 10. All right, so we have this system of linear equations, and we want to use Gauss-Jordan elimination to find the solution. All right, so let's do that. So I'm going to use a calculator to do these operations. All right, so I'm going to go to matrix. So second here, matrix. I'm going to edit matrix A, so enter. All right, so we want 3 rows, so 3 by 4 matrix. And I just have to enter a row by row. So it's going to be 2, enter, negative 2, oh, sorry, go to, right, negative 2, negative 2, enter, and 5, enter, and negative 19, enter, right, and 3, enter, and 17, enter, and negative 41, enter, 63, enter, right, last row is 1, enter, and 3, enter, negative 7, enter, and 9, enter. Right, then go and quit, go back to the regular screen, and I want to make sure I have the right matrix. So matrix A, so click 1 and hit enter. All right, so this is the matrix. So 2, negative 2, 5, negative 19, 3, 17, 40, negative 41, 63, 1, 3, negative 7, 9. So we have the right matrix. All right, so first thing we do is we want to turn this 2 into 1. Easiest way to get that is just to switch the first row and third row. So let's do that. So we're gonna go to matrix. Right, so we want to do math with it and go up. Right, then there's something called row swap. All right, so we're gonna use that. So here. Right, then we want to use that matrix, so I'm going to just use answer. Right, I'm going to swap row 1 and row 3. Right, so first row operation we did was row 1 and exchange with row 3. Right, so that's the first one. All right, then now I have 1 here. So what we do is we're going to turn 3 and 2 into 0. So second operation would be we use row 1 and multiply by negative 3, add it to row 2. So that's going to be our new row 2, right? And the next one is we multiply by negative 2, row 1, and add it to row 3. That's going to be our new row 3. Right, so let's do that. So let's do the second one. So go to matrix. Right, we're gonna do math. All right, so multiply row and add. So we use that. All right, gonna multiply row by negative 3, and work on the previous matrix. So I'll use answer. All right. Then multiply the, let's see, first row by negative 3 and add it to the second row. Right? So that will get you 0 right there. Right? So then I have to turn into 0. So we're going to do the same thing. So go to matrix and do math with it. Right? Then we have multiply and add. Right? So we're going to multiply by negative 2. And previous matrix, and then we're going to multiply row 1 and add it to row 3. right? So that's going to give you that matrix. So you can see that zeros there. All right. Now, what we need to do is we're going to have to turn this guy into 1. So let's do that. So this is going to be some fractions, but we can just divide through by 8. So let's do that. So next row operation would be 4. We probably take row 2 and then divide by 8. And that's going to be our new row 2. All right, so let's do that. So go to matrix. All right, then we're going to do math. All right, then you just have a multiply row. So that's this guy, E. All right. All right, so we're going to multiply this by 1/8 previous matrix, so answer. And we're going to multiply the second row. All right, then we do that. All right, so we have 1 here. Now we can turn these guys into 0. So what you do is fifth row operation would be, I'm going to multiply row 2 by -3 and add it to row 1. All right, and 6. All right, take row 2, multiply by +8 and add it to row 3. That's going to be our new row 3. All right, let's do that. So go to matrix. All right, math. All right, then you have add, multiply and add. All right, so we multiply by -3 and previous matrix, and we're going to multiply the second row and add it to the first row. Right, now we get a 0 there. Right, then we do the same thing, so go to matrix again, matrix. Right, then do math. Right, then go up to find multiply and add. Right, this time we multiply by 8, then previous matrix, and so multiply the row 2 and then add it to row 3. Right, right, then we have that. All right, now you can see that the bottom one, we have to turn that into +1 right here. So we can easily do that by 7, multiply row 3 by -1, then that's going to be a new row 3. Right, so we can go to matrix, and we're going to do math. Right, and then we are looking for multiply, so multiply row, so do that, and we're going to multiply by -1 previous matrix, and you have to specify which row, so I'm going to multiply row 3. All right, so you're going to get this, so you have +1 here. Right, after that we have to turn -2.5 into 0 and 0.5 into 0. Right, so we're going to do 8th operation would be we multiply row 3 by +2.5 added to row 2. That's going to be our new row 2. And the last operation is we multiply by -0.5 row 3 added to row 1. So that's row 1. Right, so let's do that. All right, so do math. All right, go up. Right, so it's multiply and add, so it's going to be 2.5 comma previous matrix, and we're going to multiply by row 3 and add it to row 2, so comma 2. Right, then you get a 0 there. All right, then the last step is go to matrix again and do math, and then multiply and add again. So this time we need to do negative 0.5 comma previous matrix comma. Right, so we multiply by the third row, then add it to the first row. Right, then you have that. All right, so now this is the reduced form, and you can see that it has a unique solution. X1 is -5, so it's -5 right here, and X2 is 7, and X3 is 1. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.